Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this we're going to do the display comparison side-by-side test between the iQOO 9 SE versus iQOO 7 smartphone. And this exact question which has been requested by a few of my subscribers asking me to compare both phones or displays side-by-side. And let's see friends, is there any change between these both devices regarding the display aspect or not? That's what my main intention of making this video exactly right now. And in case if you're watching my channel for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe and like button and don't forget to follow the playlist of iQOO 7 and the iQOO 9 SE. So make sure to follow the playlist for more information between these both phones. So now let's get started with the display comparison. Let's go to the display first and show you the settings what I'm trying to use. So both phones do have the very similar kind of settings, only standard, professional, bright, and the color temperature adjustment I did try to select to the default as well. As you can see, it's exactly default value I did try to select, and these are the few same things are present between these both phones. But in the iQOO 9 SE, there is another option which is called the visual enhancement option, which is present here. If you try to observe, as you can see, in the iQOO 7 device, there is low light anti-flickering mode. So this anti-flickering will be really helpful for a lot of other users, so which will definitely prevent eye strains from happening. So that's not present in the iQOO 9 SE at this moment. That's only one little bit drawback is there, but hopefully with the next software updates, the iQOO can implement. That's what I'm expecting. Finger crossed, they should implement this thing in the iQOO 9 SE, because for example, I did show you exactly what happens with the low brightness mode. You can see the flickering is happening, right? And if I try to enable this, there's no flickering. This will definitely reduce the strain on your eyes as well. That's what I did mention as well. As you can see, to avoid the eye straining issues, try to enable this option. So now apart from this, let's move to the display quality. What are the things you should know about this both phones? Right now friends, this is the same application which I'm trying to use between these two devices, and now let's go to the maximum brightness mode and the minimum brightness mode. Let's do the testing right now. Let's see which one has got what type of brightness testings. So let's start with the maximum brightness test first. So this application will automatically increase the brightness to the full 100%. As you can see, maximum brightness. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the brightness testings as well, how much the brightness will be there. So between these both phones, let's see. 700 nits we are getting in the iQOO 7 device, and 650 and 670 we are getting in the iQOO 9 SE. As you can see, slightly less brightness. In the iQOO 7 device, we are getting about 712 and 720. With the normal mode, this is not in the auto brightness mode, this is with the highest brightness. In the auto brightness mode, the peak brightness will increase higher, 1300 and 1200. But right now in the brightness testing, the iQOO 7 has got slight advantage in this test. Now let's talk about the color accuracy, what's happening here. So try to focus on the colors. So both phones looks kind of very close, nothing much major difference. And next is a minimum brightness test. Let's find out which phone has got what type of minimum level of brightness testing as well. And right now in the iQOO 7 device, we're getting about value 3, and iQOO 9 we're getting 3. Same type of low brightness is possible between these both phones, not a huge difference. Now let me turn off the lights. So by turning off the lights, I'll try to do this kind of testing again. Now let's start with a minimum brightness test. Let's see which one has got lowest brightness levels as possible. You can see this is what I call the flickering, and now not much flickering happening in the iQOO 7 device. And now let me turn off the other light as well. Now there is no light in the room. Exactly, this is what the brightness looks like. This is a minimum brightness testing. So in the iQOO 7 display, it looks kind of little bit kind of shaded, right? I mean, it's not that contrast. And this video, I'm not editing any colors. So this is actual true colors you are getting exactly side by side. So maybe that's because another thing, maybe in this color also you can see it's kind of saturated, not bad in this color, green color. This is another yellow color. It looks kind of not bad. So this is another color you can see. So friends, this is a color calibration test comparison between these both phones regarding the color calibration testing. And now let's move to the next test, which is a actual video playback test. The same video I'm trying to play, and with a complete low brightness mode. Okay. Now try to observe what's going on between these two phones. iQOO 9 SE and iQOO 7 device. So iQOO 7 device, there's not much issues happening in this device. So both are kind of pretty good. Very close, not a huge difference you're going to notice friends anyway between these two devices regarding the brightness testing and everything. and you can take a look at the color calibrations. This with a low brightness mode. Now let me to increase to 5. This is at the 5 brightness level. You can see what's happening at the 5 brightness level. Let's increase to 10. This is at the 10 brightness level. And now let's increase to 15. I mean full brightness testing. This is the complete 100% brightness. You can see the colors. So both phones looks pretty good, right? Like pretty equal. It's kind of very confusing, like which phone is what phone. So don't worry. The one which is kind of flickering a lot, that is the iQOO 9 SE. Other phone which is not flickering, that is iQOO 7 device. That's only simple comparison side by side. Now let me to turn on the studio lighting effect and let me to compare what's going on. Now with studio lighting effect, you will be able to see exactly what's happening here. Side by side exactly, friends. So both displays are pretty good regarding the saturation levels and the contrast levels. Not a huge difference, I would say, between these two phones. So that's it, friends. This is a quick comparison, display comparison between these both phones. And in case if you have other questions, let me know in the comment section below, and definitely I'll be able to answer you all. And meanwhile, this is a quick conclusion. And in case if you have any other questions, let me know in the. See you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. And signing off. This is not